So I wanted to make a quick smaller video here on Tokyo Xtreme Racer because something I've been doing on this game, guys, I don't know why, but I've kind of spent hours doing it. And you know what, I'm probably going to say other people might be in a similar boat as me at this point, but I have been kind of just driving around the different parts of the highways in this game, or spawning into different on-ramps with different cars and kind of just cruising around the entire highway system, I guess you could say. And I gotta admit, it is so dang entertaining simply just cruising around or driving really quick, flying around the corners, or just simply cruising down the highways using your turn signals. I did end up doing a few different things. For some reason, I wanted to drive some slower cars, as with me being in stage 5, I do kind of have a lot of faster cars now, so I'm kind of using the LFA, the GTR, and super upgraded Supras and all kinds of different cars to keep up or race super quick. So it is honestly kind of nice just going back and driving slower cars. Like, for example, I did end up using the FJ Cruiser, simply just driving along the highways, and I gotta admit, guys, I have no idea how the FJ Cruiser is not in any other game. Like, how is that truck only in this game? I don't know of another game that has the FJ Cruiser, at least. I know it's not in Forza, it's not in the Crew, it's obviously not in Need for Speed. It would be cool to see that SUV pop up. I was happy to see that thing, but one other car I was using was the older Type R, specifically the EK9 Civic Type R, which is the 1999 one, guys. I don't know what it is, but am I the only one that likes this style of Civic for some reason? I have seen a few of these in real life that are super built, and they are honestly such dope little hatchbacks. And the crazy part is they are also very fast on top of it with the right upgrade. So I was kind of cruising in this. I put like a neon light on the bottom, and I'm kind of just hitting the roads and cruising around the different highways with it. It's so dang entertaining. Once you do actually level the vehicle up, you can even engine swap different things. But to be honest, I kind of like the regular motor in the cars, as I did mention in that one video. Can you engine swap things and make them crazy? 100%. But obviously you don't have to do that, which I would say most players, unless you're looking for a crazy build, you probably just keep, your favorite motor or the main motor in that car in there. I'd probably say is the biggest thing. And funny part is, some of the other cars I was cruising around in, guys, the WRX STI from 2015, at least that generation. I don't know if I'm the only one here, it's mildly off topic, but I really do wish Subaru would make an actual STI vehicle like this again, instead of having just the parts on it. I really do think having the STI being upgraded how this one was probably makes this generation of the Subarus, honestly, guys, my favorite. I always love this body style. They are such great looking cars. I used to use this in Dirt 4 and stuff like that, and just racing them. Really did love this body style, and driving this car in this game around the highways and feeling the thing grip, all-wheel drive kind of helps with that, is so dang fun. I'm looking forward to running this car in my next playthrough on some of the stages to see how it does stack up and stuff, because I feel like it would be pretty dang good. One of the other cars I was also really enjoying was the newer Toyota Supra, and I already have a feeling that I might end up getting the, oh, but Block, that's a BMW. Well, you know what, bro? It's a nice BMW, okay? I said it, okay? Toyota and BMW obviously teamed up for this car. The B58 motor, I talked about this before, is easily one of the best motors that BMW is probably making at the moment. I'm sure people would agree. And what's also cool, though, is I do know somebody that works at Porsche that had the same new Toyota Supra, guys, not even kidding. This thing was built to do like 800 horsepower to the wheels. They raced it, they drag raced it, and drove it to work every single day at Porsche. Had like 40,000 miles on it. Not a single issue with that car, bro. Absolutely wild. I just wanted to mention that, is this car for me has been really fun to race around the entire highway system in this game. I've been really loving it, and I might even run this car a lot next playthrough because I think it's super fun to drive. But with that being said, one of the other cars I also drove around a bit is the Lexus RCF. I've always been a fan of these cars. I love them. I'm sure other people like them. It's basically a Japanese V8, and what can you really do wrong with that, bro? Not only does this car look great, but it also, I mean, I'm going to admit, I think the RCF in this game, which people might agree with me on this, might sound a little bit off, bro, okay? It doesn't obviously sound like a V8. Like, if you listen to the one that's in Forza Horizon, for example, you can tell that one's a V8. This one I feel like is a little bit off. It almost sounds similar to the LFA higher RPM, I guess. I don't know. It's something I did notice about it. It's not game breaking, nothing like that, but I do think the sound of this car could be improved. But it's still a very fun car to use, and I can tell leveled, this thing is probably wild. But it's so dang fun just racing down the highway doing like 150, 170, because you still feel like you're moving because the overall sense of speed is still there. But if you want to go crazy and do like 200, 220 or something, you will still feel like you are basically flying down the road, which I do love how you can really experience these slower cars but enjoy them, but also use the faster ones and still enjoy them, as I do think a lot of modern racing games kind of ruin the overall sense of speed. I don't know why that is, but it's kind of weird how I think sense of speed has somehow went a little backwards as time has gone on. Can we go back to having some cool sense of speed? I think a lot of players would definitely appreciate that, but I am looking to get more cars in this game and kind of just cruise around and race guys, and I know some people are talking about maybe getting a DLC in this game in the future, or hoping for one, that we would get additional highways or different areas. I think that would be super dope. Let me know what y'all think about that in the comments below. Would y'all also like to see some highway DLCs or some different highways added to the game, or maybe in the next Tokyo Xtreme Racer, the entire highway area is a little bit bigger? I don't know. Let me know what y'all think. I'm not saying the game is tiny or anything like that, as I'm personally really enjoying the overall highway design, as it's honestly pretty dang large. And I think if they were to add something as a DLC, 15, 20 bucks, whatever it is, I would probably instantly buy it if they were to add some type of like highway update, new racer, some different stuff. I'm sure other people would most likely jump into that as well. But besides all that, guys, do let me know some of your favorite cars you are cruising in right now. What is your overall favorite car in the game? Heck, you can even tell me what some of your favorite cars in real life are that you would like to see in this game if they aren't, or even like to see them in racing games in general. I really do think everyone does have their own taste in cars, whether that's a JDM, whether it's a hyper, supercar, off-roading, SUVs. It really doesn't matter, as everybody does have their own preference. And honestly, at the end of the day, man, it really is about what you like, not if somebody likes what you like. It's really about what you like. You know what I'm saying? The reason why I even say that, though, is simply down to the fact that some people might really like something. Let's say you really like these Subaru WRXs, right? If somebody doesn't like it, or they tell you something bad about it, then that might end up changing your mindset, even though you love that thing. I really think regardless of what people think, bro, if you love that car or love that thing, just go after it, dude. Just my 2 cents for today. Some little blocked insight wisdom. I don't know. Maybe I could drop some more of that, or just honest thoughts and all that, guys. But that's just kind of what I'm thinking. You know what I'm saying? But again, let me know some of your favorite cars to cruise in. Let me know some of your favorite cars in general. I'm super curious, because I do like seeing what everybody does like.